And we are back. Welcome back to Esso versus Erik. And before we get into today's episode, a few things to break down from the end of last episode. Firstly, all of the other big sides did win their respective last 16 games in the FA Cup. As you can see, the only real close scare was Arsenal winning on penalties away at Birmingham. In terms of the FA Cup draw itself, that has set us up with an away game against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge in the quarterfinals. As you can see, it's Burnley, Arsenal, Liverpool, Villa, Chelsea United and Everton, Manchester City. So looks like we're going to be in for a really fascinating end to the FA Cup on this series. Hopefully we can get past Chelsea. That game has of course gone into our fixture list for the coming weeks on top of all of the other stuff we've got going on at the moment. Away from that, Rasmus has won the Young Player of the Month for February, which is fantastic. Testament to how well he's been doing on this series recently. And also, Ahmad was able to get second place for February as well, which is a little bit awkward since Anthony has now taken his spot back in the team. And what was really nice to see is that Højlund dedicated his Young Player of the Month award to me for being so useful in helping him develop over the last few weeks. Then in terms of injuries, Sancho is near enough ready to start, but his fitness isn't quite there yet. Luke Shaw remains probably 1 or 2 more weeks away. And then there is, of course, the small matter of today's episode being away at Man City in the Premier League. And of course, that is coming just 3 days ahead of the second leg of the last 16 game in the Champions League against Bayern Munich. You can see already the forecast is set for downpour, so it's going to be the usual Manchester chaos. Manchester City have won all 10 of their last Premier League games. And if you look at the Premier League table, you will see that this is an absolute must-win if we want to keep our title hopes alive. Realistically, we're not going to catch Manchester City anyway, but you can see how tight the table is right now. Liverpool 52, United 50, Fulham with a game in hand on Liverpool, still there on 48, and a game in hand on the teams below them, which are Villa and Newcastle on 47, West Ham on 46, and Arsenal on 45. So it's really, really tight in the race for the Champions League places on this series right now. A draw is an acceptable result for me today. Even if we lose, it's not too bad because only Fulham can go above us with that game in hand. But we'll see what we can do. I'm confident. And then finally, before we get into it, David Beckham himself has got involved to warn us about Erling Haaland.
Sometimes my genius, it generates gravity.
So I don't think too many of you are going to be surprised that the lineup we're going to go for this game is the exact same lineup we went for in the Carabao Cup final literally 2 episodes ago, literally 1 week ago on this series. It has to be. It worked in that final with the same tactics, same players. Hopefully they can do it again. Onana, Upamecano, Beraldo and Martinez, Dalot and Malacia in the wing-backs, Mount and Bruno in midfield, Anthony, Rashford and Højlund up front. Let's see if we can get a result. Like I say, draw would be fantastic. A win would be unbelievable. Let's get into it. And so for City, there are changes from the Carabao Cup final. Ederson is now in goal. Rico Lewis will play at right back. Diaz and Akanji at centre-back with Ake at left-back. Rodri remains as the holding midfielder, but it's going to be Matthias Nunes and Kevin De Bruyne in the attacking midfield positions, pushing Bernardo Silva out wide with Jack Grealish. And of course, Erling Haaland remains up front. It's a massive game. I'm still confident. We beat them 2 episodes ago. Let's see if we can do them again. There we go, a nice handshake with Pep Guardiola. I hope you're watching Jurgen Klopp, or virtual Jurgen Klopp, after absolutely disrespecting me in the game when we beat you at Anfield. But it is, of course, United that get us underway in the aforementioned Manchester rain as we look to play that possession style of play once again. We outdid them in the Carabao Cup final. Can we outdo them at the Etihad? Straight away, Upamecano's in a good position. Dinks it towards Rashford, and who hit the header? 30 seconds on the clock, and United could have been ahead. It was given offside, but what a start that almost was. Onana looks to get this passage of play started. Finds Lisandro Martinez. Rashford's made a good run inside. It comes on to Bruno Fernandes, the goal scorer in the cup final. Now it is Rashford, running at Ruben Diaz. Cuts it back to Bruno. Edge of the box, shot, and it's blocked, and it'll be a corner. When the referee pointed for a moment, I thought he was given a penalty for handball, which is something I've not seen on this series. I don't even know if they have handball on Football Manager, but it's going to be a corner. And Upamecano's round the back, and it's not going to come to anything. Well, very much like the cup final, it's been very cagey. We've got all the way to the 27th minute, and this is our next clip. Nunez for City finds Rico Lewis. Back to Ederson. Højlund looking to close him down. It comes to Rodri. Space for Manchester City to play down on the left-hand side here, down our right. Ake's going to look to play this one forward, is he? It's into Jack Grealish. On to Rodri again. Now there's space for Haaland. And this is the danger. Haaland to Grealish. Grealish to Haaland. Well in Bruno Fernandes, but Haaland wins it back. Finds Ruben Diaz, has pushed a long way forward here. He plays it back into Haaland. Erling Haaland off the crossbar. I don't really know how he got through. Goal kick's been given. It's a missed chance in the end, but yeah, I really don't know how he's got through there. Corner kick to Manchester City. Their pressure is now starting to build. Bernardo whips it in. Headed clear by Højlund. Further on by Mount. Will it come to a City or a United player? It comes to a United player and Anthony. Looks to go around the outside of Rico Lewis. He's done that. Spreads the ball down to Rashford. Rashford looks to bring it in field. Still Rashford. On to Højlund. Out wide to Dalot. Runners now forward for Dalot. On to Mason Mount. He's got Højlund in the middle. Mount to Højlund. Rasmus Højlund. Well saved, Ederson. Good football. Into the last 5 minutes of the first half then. City on the attack. Bernardo Silva dispossessed by Martinez. It's cleared as far as Rodri. Bernardo Silva again to Nunez. And it's well over. Onana put his hands in the air, but I mean, I'm not being funny. It wasn't troubling him at all. This is where it's more important, though, from the goal kick. And Beraldo, has he given it away? No, he hasn't. I thought he'd sold Malacia a little bit short, but Malacia did well. Now Martinez onto Upamecano. Again, this looks like another one of those long clips where something might happen. All the way back to Onana. United looking to build. City looking to press. Can we pick our gaps? Martinez. Malacia. Onto Fernandes. Dispossessed. Nunez to Grealish. Jack Grealish passed up and Upamecano goes for goal and scores brilliantly. It was too casual from United. They thought they could play it around the City press, but Bruno got caught. Grealish latched onto it. Yeah, just not quite good enough. Upamecano dives in and Grealish from outside the area into the side netting. No chance for Onana. And City lead on half-time. It's a shame. Long throw right on the half-time whistle. Dalot finds Højlund. Out to Anthony. An equaliser now would be incredible. It's Beraldo! And it's over and it's half-time. I have to say I'm disappointed that we're behind in this game. We've had the better of it. We've had more possession, more corners, more shots. City's only real chance has been that Grealish long shot. They had the Haaland one from an awkward angle that hit the bar, but we've had the majority of it. I think if we keep pushing, we can still get something here. First clip of the second half sees Mason Mount pick the ball up in midfield. Upamecano and him exchange passes. Now it's Dalot. Can drive at Ake. Gives it away. Back to Ederson. Can we do what City did to us? Can we steal it off of them? Diaz. Out to Lewis. Rashford needs to get out there quickly. Too much space for Nunez in the middle. Finds Calvin Phillips, who came on for Rodri at half-time. Phillips onto De Bruyne. There's a lot of space for City here. Brilliantly dispossessed by Mount, but it comes to Grealish again. Now Lewis, De Bruyne. Nunez shoots, and Onana saves. A good effort by Matheus Nunes. Bernardo Silva now, and Onana forced into another save. So I'm not waiting any longer. It is 55 minutes on the clock, and I'm going to make a double change. It's going to be 2 academy players coming on. Anthony has done nothing in this match, so I'm taking him off and putting Diallo on at right wing. I'm also taking Beraldo off, switching to a 4-2-3-1 and bringing Kobbie Mainoo on in midfield to see if he can carry on from where he left off in the Newcastle FA Cup game. The rest of the team are playing okay. Let's see if this change can make a difference. Free kick to United. Bruno Fernandes, edge of the box. Comes off the wall, it hits the post. Comes out to Ahmad. It's cleared by Bernardo Silva. City get lucky there. Can we still capitalise? Martinez. Malacia. No, we can't. What a chance. Looks like Haaland's now going to have to go off with an injury. And he is coming off, so now there's no Haaland either. Can we press the advantage now? Goal kick to United. Upamecano sends it downfield to Mainu, but he's dispossessed, and Grealish is there again, and he nearly repeats the trick again. I think Onana had that one covered, but it was very, very sloppy by Upamecano. And with 65 minutes on the clock, we're going to make our remaining changes. I'm going to bring Casemiro on for Mount, who is tired, injured, and booked. I'm going to bring Eriksen on for Bruno, who is absolutely exhausted. I'm going to book Taremi on for Højlund, who sadly hasn't really done anything in this match. There are some nervous players on the pitch, as you can see on the right-hand side, but hopefully we can still get the best out of them before the end of this match. Another goal kick to United. Let's see if we can do better with this one than we did with the last one. Mainu finds Casemiro. But he gives it away as well. De Bruyne. Room to run. All the way through. Onana bails us out. Defence all over the place there. Another throw to United. Sent in towards Casemiro. Flicked onto Upamecano. Onto Eriksen. It's blocked. City throwing bodies in the way. Rashford's there now. Marcus Rashford. Kobbie Mainoo. Whips it in. Dallow's round the back. Diogo Dalot tries to feed it in. Comes out as far as Casemiro. Now Eriksen. Out to Lissandro, but it doesn't come to anything. The pressure is starting to build, though. Akanji now for City. Ruben Diaz. Again, there's just a little bit too much space for Rico Lewis. We're not covering the passes that well. Horta in towards Bernardo Silva, but Casemiro's there. Mainu on to Rashford. Rashford can drive at the defence. But it's given away to Horta again. Diaz for City. Lewis again. Bernardo Silva. Akanji. Can we win it back? We can. Taremi goes from range! What an effort. He nearly bettered Jack Grealish's goal in the first half. Into the final 15. We've set the tactics to very attacking because, well, we might as well. Yes, we don't want to be overtired for the Bayern game, but we still want to get something from this one. Onana. Martinez. Malacia. Rashford. Malacia again. Rashford again. On to Eriksen. Eriksen beats his man. Whips it in. Taremi's in there again, and Taremi heads over. Come on. They're there. They're there for the taking. Corner for City. They play it short to Horta. Back to De Bruyne. De Bruyne to Grealish. To Ruben Diaz, and I think he hit the post. This is the gamble. You go for it, you leave chances at the other end. Another free kick. Eriksen can produce from here. And he goes for it, and he has! Eriksen scores the free kick with 5 minutes to go. I wish we'd have got a better angle of that. Normally they show the free kicks from behind. But what a free kick it was. So much power on it. Ederson nowhere near it. In off the post. And there's 5 minutes to go. I'm going to set us back down to attacking. And see if we can maybe nick a winner. Goal kick. City obviously played it out to a goal kick straight from the kickoff because we're still within a minute of the goal. Upamecano to Eriksen. To Dalot. My tactical changes haven't been put in yet, so we're still on very attacking as things stand. Dalot gives it away. Almost find Ahmad. Henriks onto Ederson. Ederson to Diaz. De Bruyne. Out to Lewis. Good play from City. Rico Lewis. Infield to Julian Alvarez. Given away, but given back. Rico Lewis again. Into Alvarez. Upamecano dispossesses. It's end to end. Rashford. Martinez. Back to Onana. Sent downfield. Beautiful ball onto Dalot. Onto Ahmad. Still Ahmad Diallo. Still Ahmad. Casemiro. Malacia. Goes for goal, and it's off the top of the net. What a goal it would have been. 3 minutes remain. 8 minutes of added time. There was 7 at Old Trafford and Haaland scored beyond it in the reverse fixture in the league. Free kick to City for offside. Still 5 minutes of added time to play. Mainu. Casemiro sends it in behind. Rashford's there. He's got Taremi in the middle. Rashford to Taremi. It's blocked. Comes to Ahmad. Ahmad. Eriksson. Taremi. Can't quite get there. It comes to Edison. Oh, so close. There's still time. Still 3 minutes left. And we've got another clip. Mainu. Casemiro. I just don't know who the chances are going to fall to. It's been so frantic. Both sides have been giving it away. Mainu. In behind for Taremi. Tripped by Akanji. Edison has it. Sends it long. Looking for Alvarez. Martinez wins it. Mainu. It's good from Kobe Mainu. Trying to calm it down. Casemiro. Upamecano. On to Eriksson. Out to Dalot. Drives at the defence. Inside to Kobe Mainu. Out to Malacia. He's got Rashford through on goal. Marcus Rashford scores! The flag's up, is it? The referee straight away put his hand in the air. This could be the entire game and the entire season. Goal awarded! 2-1 United, 2 minutes to play. Left foot, back of the net, Marcus Rashford. Oh, show me those lines. Oh, it was tight, but he's on. Right, I mean, there's just not going to be time. I can try and change the instructions, but there's just not going to be time. We're going to go well beyond 98 now. Free kick to United. Throw into City. Bernardo Silva sends it in behind. It's out of play. And the referee blows his whistle. Come on! Huge! Manchester United win it. Unbelievable season. Do you know what? We deserved it. We absolutely deserved it. More chances, more XG, the same number of corners, more possession. Oh my God, what a comeback at City. Eriksson's free kick and Marcus Rashford. Revenge for Old Trafford. 90+6. Cancelling out Haaland's 90+8 goal at Old Trafford earlier on this series. Let's go. And do you know what? That might just keep us in a title race here. It probably won't. City will probably still win it. But what a run of results we've had. And what a motivator for the second leg against Bayern in next episode. Get in there. I'll see you there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.